into my eyes and show me your adventures I haven't seen. Taking all the life, it hits the spot. Walking on fantasy. So take me, baby, take me to a state of mind.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I know it has been quite some time since my last vlog, but we've just been so busy the whole month of January and now February, and I had to do this vlog today because I couldn't hold it anymore, the exciting news that I had to share with you guys. If you're new to my vlog, please hit the subscribe button and like our videos so you can stay tuned on my upcoming journey. Alright guys, so since my last vlog, which was January 31st, a lot has happened. Baseball season's up and running, so Danny has reported to spring training. We have gone to go visit him. Luckily this year he is stationed in Venice, Florida, so it's really close by. It's like a 2.5 hour drive, so it's not that bad. We could escape in the weekends and hang out with him there. We were just there this past Saturday and Sunday. Actually, we stayed until Monday because it was President's Day, but we had an amazing time. But anyways, I am super excited to let you guys know that I am pregnant. Yes, I am pregnant. It was something that we were not expecting at all. I'm gonna let you guys know how we found out and everything and go from there. If you have any questions about my motherhood journey now with my second pregnancy, please leave the comment down below so I can answer any of your questions. I'm gonna be sharing with you guys different things that I am going to be doing in my pregnancy, weekly or monthly updates, and how I feel. So let me start off by saying we found out that we were pregnant, I would say mid-January, but this is how it started. So I believe I got pregnant, well, I really don't know when I got pregnant, that's the crazy part. But what happened was I had missed my period the month of December, right? But I was going through some changes at work. So I really thought it was just stress related. I was excited, a new location that I was going, and just so much stuff going on with the end of the year. Usually when I am stressed or have so much going on in my life, I tend to sometimes just be late at my period. So I was actually late. The day I missed my first period, which was back in December, I took a pregnancy test because, been wanting to get pregnant and I just get so anxious about it. So I took pregnancy test. Danny told me, don't do it, babe. You always do it and it comes out negative. Well, yeah, the pregnancy test was negative. So, the next, whatever, I waited a week, 10 days, passed by. I was feeling very crampy, bloated, couldn't go to the bathroom. I was just very uncomfortable. I was trying to do the keto diet, and I was like, something is not right in my body. I feel very, very weird, So I took another pregnancy test, I would say 10 days after my missed period, and negative once again. So then, went on with work. I was super busy at work. I was in a new location and just didn't cross my mind, right? So I started breaking out. Like, I had big pimples everywhere and I never break out. The last time I broke out, I would have to say it was probably when I was a teenager. I think it was like even for my wedding, or not even, I think it was prom where last time I broke out, but like this bad. Like I got a big pimple under my nose, and this time it was the same thing. I got a big pimple in my cheek and one in my chin. I was like, this is not normal. My body feels weird. It's not normal. Took another pregnancy test, negative. So at this point, I'm worried. I'm like, oh my God, something must be wrong with me. I really don't get it. So like around 25 days past my period, I was doing the keto diet. I had lost 2 pounds, that's it. I hit the wall and I was not losing anything at all. So I told Danny, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna take one more pregnancy test. I'm 25 days past my period. I've never, ever, ever had this happen to me before. The longest that I've been past my period has probably been 13 days. And that was like a couple of years ago where we had to travel actually to Washington, DC. And yeah, I guess I was anxious, nervous, past my period 13 days that day. But this time it was on a Friday night. I got home and I took a pregnancy test because, was dieting, was fasting, and nothing. I was just there. I was feeling very uncomfortable in my body. I wasn't feeling myself. So I took a pregnancy test thinking if I was not pregnant, I was gonna make a doctor's appointment to see what was going on, you know? And guess what? First pregnancy test came out positive. Like, I mean, full blown positive. I was in shock because I'm 25 days past my period. I mean, doesn't make sense. How was I positive and I did not notice before? So took my second pregnancy test, positive. The next day I wanted to make sure again, took another pregnancy test, positive. Like, I mean, this is like positive, right? So we took a doctor's appointment, go to the doctor's appointment. While we're there, you know, the doctor's like, okay, your last period was in November 15th. Now that's some ways back. And I'm like, yeah, you know, that was my last period. We're talking about, it's already January 15th or 16th around there, okay? So he's like, you're supposed to be 8 weeks along, you know? So he's like, let's do some ultrasound, some transvaginal ultrasound. Let's see where the baby's at. We go the next day, super anxious. You know, I'm excited to see the baby because at this point, it's 8 weeks. The baby should have a heartbeat, should be fine, right? So we go to the doctors and we do the transvaginal and the ultrasound. They only find a sac. You know, the tech at the time tells me, hey, you sure your last period was November? I was like, yes, I'm 100% sure. You know, at this point, she's like, don't ask me any questions. Let's just wait until I do the exam and then we'll go from there. So I'm starting to worry. I start freaking out, of course. I only see the sac, you know, because I'm able to see the sac and I see that she writes sac on the screen. And she comes back and she tells me, you are, well, what is showing here, it shows that you are around 5 weeks pregnant, but it doesn't make sense because you're supposed to be 8 weeks. So I start freaking out. You know, I'm like, okay, so what does this mean? She's like, well, it could be 2 things. We will have to do another ultrasound transvaginal next week to see if the baby's progressing, or you could have ovulated late. So, you know, I try to be positive and I said to myself, it must be that I ovulated late because I really don't remember ovulating in the month of like November. I remember ovulating a little bit later, right? So, and I was like, you know, with work and everything, I must have been going crazy. So it must be that I ovulated late. So the next week we go back to my doctor's. He's like, okay, we need to start off from 0. We're gonna take out some blood work to make sure your HCG levels are high and they are progressing. And then you have to go back the next day and do another transvaginal and a ultrasound. So get the results from my HCG level before I have to go do my transvaginal and ultrasound. And my HCG levels were 17,000. So they were, you know, they had increased from 9,000 to 17,000. So I was excited. I knew I was pregnant. You know, we went on. While we go this time to do the transvaginal and the ultrasound, the tech does find a sac, okay? She does find the baby, but she's having a hard time finding the heart. So of course I start freaking out again because that's just me. And after she is fully done, she realizes, you know, she didn't realize, I mean, sorry, she kind of had to take some time looking for the heart through the transvaginal, and she found the heart. The baby's heartbeat was 89 beats per minute. So she comes back and she tells me, you know, it took a while, you know, to find the baby's heartbeat, but I finally found it and it's 89 beats per minute. I recommend you go back to your doctor. Most likely you're gonna have to do another test just to make sure the baby's progressing well, because at this point, we really don't know how far along the baby is. She's like, from what it looks at it looks like the baby could be 7 weeks. Perfect. Go back to the doctor. Doctor sees me. We take another blood work. We do the whole 9 yards. My HCG levels come back and now they jump to 36,000. So I'm super excited. You know, the baby is progressing. So we do another transvaginal and we do another ultrasound. And this time we do find the heartbeat of the baby without a problem. And we're able to see the baby. So excited. The baby's heartbeat was 179 beats per minute. Was it 179? I think it was 149 beats per minute. So I'm super excited. We are super excited, you know, because the baby is growing healthy. We are excited because the baby will be coming in September. So it is going to be another September baby, Virgo. My husband, he is surrounded by Virgos. So my birthday is September 4th, Kylie is September 5th, and this baby due date is September 15th. Okay, so we are excited because I am C-section. So most likely this baby has to come a week before. And if that happens, I'm gonna probably pick the baby's date to be September 6th or September 3rd. It's just gonna all land together. We all need to have a date for our birthday. So I'm super excited that they're Virgo babies and they're Virgos just like me. And we are super excited for that. One of the cool things that I want to share with you guys and in this journey with my pregnancy is that we are not going to find out the sex of the baby until the end. So our gender reveal will be in the hospital. Our family are going crazy. They all want us to say what the baby's name, what the baby's sex is going to be, but we don't want to know. We want to wait until the end. And once the baby comes out, it's just going to be an excitement for Danny and myself, who will be the only ones in the room. And it's going to be super excited to know if it's a boy or a girl. And one of the reasons why it's going to be super excited is because by Danny's side, if the boy does not come out with us, they're done. The last name will be done. So it should be a fun journey, being able to feel different emotions, my hormones, different feelings, and it'll go from there. So that should be exciting. One of the cool things, well, I want to share with you guys the last couple of weeks how I felt. I mean, been super tired, really just want to sleep, always yawning. You know, I get so tired. I've been very hungry lately, so I try to snack a lot of like fruits, cheese. You know, I try to do a little stuff to eat more throughout the day because I'm super hungry. But at the same time, I just don't want to eat certain things. Like, I cannot taste or even think about Cuban food, right? Because Cuban food has so much seasoning that I just can't. Or any even like Hispanic food, I just can't. It's just disgusting. I did have an incident at work where I did throw up once because I just ate a sandwich. The sandwich is good, and for some reason just had to go to the bathroom and just throw up everything, you know. But yeah, that's basically it. This is my exciting news. This is what 2020 has for us, the Santiesteban family. We will no longer be a party of 3, but party of 4, and we're super excited. We do not know, well, we do not have girl's name yet. We do have a boy's name, which we have always liked this name, but girl, we really do not have a girl's name yet, so we have some time to think about it. But yeah, that's basically it, guys. So I hope you like my video, and if you do, please give it a thumbs up. Remember to hit the subscribe button so you can follow me on my motherhood journey. I'll see you guys very soon. Bye.